coast, and it is easy to understand why. The beautiful beaches here in Naples, Florida, just part of the allure. Another big reason to come down here, of course, is the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, home to this tournament since 2016, and another sellout crowd expected to be on hand today as some gold medals will be handed out in some of the biggest divisions. And hello, everybody. Welcome to Naples. Dave Benz alongside Melissa McCurley, Chad Edwards. It's been a lot of fun being here this week, and I am genuinely sad that today is the final day of this event because it's been so much fun. Everybody walking around with a smile on their face.
Right. Another historic event, over 3,000 people participating. And Dave, even though we're sad it's coming to an end, this is absolutely the biggest day in pickleball. We'll have an American flag ceremony, an international parade of flags, and it'll just be electric in here. And
you see the young players that are playing in this tournament. One of the youngest in this tournament was the son of Chad Edwards and Simone Jardim, and he was a little downtrodden yesterday, Chad. He wasn't happy with the way his results went in his first ever US Open.
Yeah, first tournament, he wanted it to be the US Open. Not the greatest of days yesterday. He lost 11-2, 11-1, 15-2. But himself and Marshall Clark, his partner, who is the youngest at 9, are back out at it this morning. I do have a photo from their first match where if you had stacked Landon and Marshall on each other's shoulders, they wouldn't have reached the same height as the two kids that they were playing against, but they lost 11-7, 11-2, but they had a fantastic time, and that's what the US Open's all about.
And they'll never forget playing their first US Open.
No, absolutely not.
I told Landon, I said, hey, you'll be winning some before too long. Don't take it too hard. Speaking of winners, yesterday on Zing Zang Championship Court, there was one gold medal handed out, and it went to Eva Welscher and Althoff Merchant in a fantastic match against Bellamy and Witskin. And I made the serious error of deciding that would be the match that I was going to step aside and get a breather, and it ended up being the best match of the day.
It was the best match of the day. It lasted an hour and a half. It was absolutely so exciting. We saw a little bit of everything. This crowd was on their feet. They were cheering. And we also saw Beth Bellamy give some clinics on how to neutralize a mixed doubles partner. And we just saw Althoff Merchant win his second gold of the tournament. We saw Eva Welscher win her first gold ever in the US Open.
And 2 golds on this court in a couple of days for Althoff. He was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he played his first one a few years ago, and he knew that he was going to come back and really strive to get those golds when he had that opportunity.
There was a bronze handed out yesterday. You saw the bio there on Alix Truong, her and her partner Millie Rain. They lost in the semifinals on this court, but they came back in the bronze medal match and they dominated.
Yeah, and this was the first time for 3 of these players to be here on this championship court at the US Open, and we really enjoyed seeing these ladies here and look forward to seeing them in the years to come.
And they are definitely a force that will be reckoned with for many years to come, as you said. All right, we are going to turn our attention now to day 7 this Saturday, and our full day of coverage is really going to span the gamut of this tournament, if you will. We're going to begin with the wheelchair division, and that is coming up after this timeout from Naples, Florida.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point. It's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going. Oh.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Welcome back to beautiful Naples, Florida, everybody. I said we were going to have the wheelchair division, and we will have the wheelchair division, but you're going to have to wait for that and be patient because we got some bonus coverage coming up for you right now to start off our day. And we're going to begin here in the Pro Mixed Doubles division, and we will hand out gold later on tonight in the Pro Mixed Doubles division. But for right now, we're in this quarterfinal with the 1 seed, Simone Jardim and Kyle Yates, taking on Alix Truong and Hunter Johnson. And guys, so far 2-1, but Jardim and Yates won game 1.
Yeah, and so really looking forward to watching a bit of this match. I know this is a quarterfinal match. Whoever wins here will move on to the semifinals for the opportunity to play live on CBS Sports Network tonight. And certainly Chad, Simone, and Kyle are no strangers to this court and winning this event, winning it twice.
Yeah, one mixed here with Kyle and Simone. The first 2 times Simone had the opportunity to play mixed doubles. And you brought up some information as far as the mixed doubles gold here at the US Open.
I know. I was doing my research on all the players today, and as I was going through Simone's results, she's played every US Open, the first year only singles, and then she has won mixed every year since 2017.
She's pretty happy about that one.
I can only imagine. And she only played singles 2016. I believe it's because she was still working as her head coach job at Michigan State University.
Yeah, so the Big Ten tournament was still going on at that point in time. So singles was the last day in the first US Open in 2016. So she signed up for singles in the hopes that she could make it.
And our sport was transformed forever, really. I mean, Simone has meant so much to this game of pickleball. She's, you guys then since moved from Michigan down to Florida, and she's
right
certainly
a
hometown hero. Her stats are just, I mean, making her one of the greatest of all time, certainly a future Hall of Famer for this game.
You don't have to be retired to be put in the Hall of Fame, do you?
You don't?
No, Wes Gabrielson was inducted in the Hall of Fame this year. We just saw him out on the court in the previous match.
There's not a physical location for the Hall of Fame yet, is there? I know there wasn't prior. Is there one at this point?
It's a temporary physical location at Pickleball Central up in the state of Washington. But I know the plan is to have a full physical location down in Austin, Texas. And so, yeah, it's a special group of people. They put in players as well as contributors to the game, and they induct them every year right around nationals, and either in October or November when they do it at the national championships. That happens in November. So right now, Simone Jardim and Kyle Yates up against Alix Truong, and this is Yates Johnson with the Black Sox, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is Yates.
So
I'm sorry. Well, there you go.
You've got a Yates and a Yates.
Well, okay, I took a guess on whether it was Hunter or Yates because, you know, I figured I had a 50-50 shot.
Well, but I just remember this from yesterday. Is that so?
White Sox, Black Sox.
Yeah, well, but how would I know that that still was true when he's in mixed doubles? Always. Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
Yeah, always.
Oh, nice misdirect down the line there from Jardim, sliding that one past Yates Johnson.
And we're going to take a time out here, a Takea hydration break here in Naples. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. and by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com. Back here in beautiful Naples, Florida on this Saturday afternoon. It is humid, but it is fantastic. And a little bit of wind you can see with the flags in the distance that are outside the shade structure. Not really so much that I think it would impact the play on the court here today. But
I think it's the warmest day, Dave, since about Sunday of this week. We had some really nice cool days, but it's about 20 degrees cooler underneath the shade structure than it is all the other courts that are around East Naples Community Park. 59 other courts in action today. We have 700 players, 611 matches going on around the park.
Hard to believe that this used to be a skate park.
I know. It's hard to even wrap your mind around.
Are there any remnants of that left at all, or is it completely gone?
I think that not of the skate park, but I would say the racquetball courts are the the staple that's still here, kind of the famous wall of the US Open.
It is interesting that they would have put a skate park in Naples, because I think of Naples and I think of it being more of a, I don't think of a lot of young kids, although I'm sure that they're around.
Yeah, there's another one over near. Little love from the net there off the drive of Jardim.
So here we go, Jardim and Yates up 7-3, trying to close this thing out in 2 games.
7-3-2.
Taking a look at how many times Jardim has played against Alix Truong. We have 3 times. Alix only won in 1 of those.
Well, that pendulum will eventually swing the more that Alix continues to play.
3-7-1.
Yates not happy with that shot. Okay, the Yates and Yates thing is definitely a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's why this one you got to go Johnson. Little unlucky there. Johnson trying to slide into the kitchen on that one.
Serve back over to Jardim and Yates, up 7-3. Put in a spot where it was going to be awfully tough for Kyle to get a hand on it. Nice execution there by Alix.
And Alix really trying to pump her partner Yates Johnson up, saying, come on. I mean, they can certainly compete, and it's good to see the fire for these teams. And just for the fans and the spectators, last year we didn't do any live streaming of the mixed doubles pro match. There was a lot of feedback around that, and so this year, everybody, we will be doing the semifinals for the mixed doubles pro coming up later this afternoon.
And we're going to have another Takea hydration break here at 8-3 in game 2. We'll step aside from Naples. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you.
And we have, looking at referee Joanna Corker officiating this match. We have 59 referees here at the US Open doing a tremendous job refereeing a large portion of the 5,500 plus matches we will have run when we complete later this evening.
Now, I know they're volunteers and they're doing a fantastic job, but I'm wondering, do they get graded, and what is the criteria that goes into deciding who gets to call the gold medal matches, especially in some of these higher divisions?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're really graded, throughout the year and what their capabilities are, and then you have your referee coordinators that know their skills and abilities, and then they have to come up with a schedule on rotating them in and off the court. And so we have certified refs, within pickleball, and they go through a pretty excruciating certification process.
Do they know what matches they're going to have before they show up in the morning?
No. No, that kind of happens throughout the day.
You know, because once DraftKings gets involved, we're going to really need to be on top of all that.
Oh, no, absolutely. That changes the game.
The crowd appreciating the effort there. Another look at the Skechers pickleball replay here.
3-8-2.
Oh, got it.
And I know a lot of people are interested in the gambling. We know it's coming. But behind that is not only making sure that you have the technology available to manage the matches and the infrastructure, but also there's a whole integrity program that everyone involved will have to go through, be trained on. And so there's a lot more involved than just placing your bet.
And that's going to be long. It is there's certainly an interesting time we're living in, let's put it that way.
Unprecedented times is what I often refer to, unprecedented pace of change and growth.
A little misfire there by Yates, and Truong and Johnson back to within 2 here. And now it's Simone and Kyle that are going to take a timeout. So we'll step aside. Another Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
I got a meeting next week.
Back here in Naples, Florida, Alix Truong and Yates Johnson battling their way back here, hanging on. Our producer Ray Kuliakova bringing us a couple of Diet Cokes here. Where's the iced? I need it with a cup of ice. That's the best way to drink a Diet Coke. Side out gets back over to Jardim and Yates.
8-6-1.
Yeah, nice drive there from Jardim. That return from Truong just sitting up a little too high.
9-6-1.
Nice job by Truong keeping it alive. Simone the speed up, and Kyle puts it away and puts him a point away from getting into the semis.
And that was just such an impressive look about, not only did she speed it up, but she did, and it went down, it comes up off the paddle of Alix Truong and sets Kyle Yates up for a perfect put away.
So match point, and there's the match. Yates and Jardim winning consecutive games. And no surprise that they're moving on to the semifinals here in the mixed doubles pro division. Good start to their day here on Zing Zang Championship Court, your Skechers Pickleball replay. And that will do it. Don't go anywhere. Our coverage from Naples, Florida continues after this timeout.
From the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
singles and doubles champion Annalie Waters.
Everyone sees the highlight reel. The gold medals, the triple crowns.
What a way to end it!
But greatness isn't just what you do in front of a crowd. It's here. The hours, the years, the sweat. It's how you press on when others give up. When nobody's pushing you but you. It's not what you do for the crowd. It's what you do for yourself.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Check out these new Gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go.
Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
Welcome back to Naples, Florida, everybody. As we have begun our broadcast day here in this sun-splashed Saturday in the Sunshine State. And Yates and Jardim moving on from that first match.
And we're about to see some wheelchair hybrid doubles. It's a gold medal match.
There's a look at the numbers. Well, they're still working on the graphic. You know what? Listen, hey, to credit our crew, first of all, you know, they get here several hours before any of us, and they've done yeoman's work in the truck back there all week, and they have been scrambling furiously because today's the toughest day because we're on the live stream right now. Then we switch over to being on live network television on CBS Sports Network. So there's some variations that need to take place production-wise within the truck. So they're doing double duty back there today. So, you know, shout out to everybody back there in the truck that has been, you know, busting their hump this entire week. And, you know, if they put a graphic up that doesn't quite have the finished product on it yet, it's okay. We'll let it slide.
I'll just point out one thing right there. The gentleman with his back to us talking to Simone Jardim is former Michigan State football coach Mike D'Antonio.
Wow.
And wife Becky D'Antonio. So our time at Michigan State, we got to know them very well, and actually Simone and I taught them pickleball back in 2015. We used to play pickleball in the driveway of the D'Antonios. They've since Mark has since retired, lives down here in Bonita Springs.
There's a good look at him right there. That's great knowledge. All right, I think do we have the numbers ready yet in the truck? That is the $1 million question. As you see Simone having a conversation with Mike, and there they are. So now the numbers are up. That means we can take off the headsets for a moment. The live stream, live coverage will continue from Naples as you ponder those numbers in a few minutes with the wheelchair division.
No, that's Mark D'Antonio. Mike.
Ready for a real cocktail? Grab a Zing Zang ready-to-enjoy cocktail in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang Classic Margarita, tequila included. Mango margaritas made with tequila and real mango puree. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Welcome back to Naples, Florida, everybody. Ready for some action from the wheelchair division. This is a gold medal match in this division, and should be a lot of fun. First time that I did see a little bit on my walk around yesterday, which was great, but I've never watched an entire wheelchair match. I will tell you, however, the man on your screen, on the left-hand side of your screen, in the black shirt, his name is Jeff Sylvestre, and last night, Ray Koliakovo, our executive producer extraordinaire for CBS Sports Network, as well as Digital Wave Productions, he and I got on the court against Jeff and another gentleman, and we got absolutely destroyed. So now I know why, and you know it was a little humbling. I'm not gonna deny that. But I will say, and listen, Ray is a way better player than I am, but Ray did not play well last night. So I'm calling him out. We both had as many mistakes, which that should have probably been not the case. And raising my ear saying, yeah, well, you took a break yesterday. So anyway, should be a lot of fun. So let's identify. I already identified Jeff Sylvestre. He is in the chair in the black shirt. Michael Lipp is the gentleman in the other chair in the blue-colored shirt. Patrick Huletsky is wearing the rainbow-colored shirt, and Rob Krizmanich is wearing the blue paddle tech shirt right there.
And that rainbow shirt is the tournament shirt of this year's US Open. It's very popular. I've seen it all around the venue. And so this is the hybrid division, so there will be one chair player and one standing player. And just a little bit about the rules. The person in the chair, the ball can bounce twice.
Correct. Two bounce rule for the chairperson, and their front wheels can go in the kitchen. It's just their two larger wheels have to stay out.
And the standing player, same rules apply. One bounce.
Yep, standing person, regular pickleball rules applying to them.
So we are ready to get this thing underway. Lipp and Krizmanich will start off with the first serve, and Michael Lipp to get it going.
And the wheelchair division has always been very popular here at the US Open.
I tell you what, I've tried to do wheelchair pickleball. I tried to do wheelchair tennis at one point as well. The difficulty is that you push.
Nice job tracking that one down by Patrick Huletsky. Oh, and then the put away there by Krizmanich.
The issue is you have to push on the opposite side that you're thinking of turning. So if you want to go to the left, you're pushing with your right. If you want to go to the right, you're pushing with your left. So you go to the left, and you push with the left, and you end up going the right to the right. So it takes a lot of skill just to be able to maneuver on the court.
It's a different look at left brain, right brain.
Yeah, so you saw right there, even though that second bounce was outside of the court, you're still able to get that second bounce.
And as you mentioned, the front two wheels can go into the kitchen on the chair. And I'm guessing they're a little liberal with the call on that as well.
Yeah, it's a little harder to throw the brakes on if you're going, if you got some momentum, like literally throwing the brakes on.
Move to the second serve. They're going to do a ball check here. So Jeff Sylvestre out of Quebec, Canada, takes over the serve. Said he transitioned to pickleball after playing tennis. And a put away there with the left hand by Huletsky. And first point of this match for Huletsky and Sylvestre.
1-1-2.
Into the net to the side out. That'll give Krizmanich a chance to take over the serve from Ontario, Canada. Also spends time living in Marco Island, so goes back and forth between the two, but unable to do anything with his serve. Nice put away there by Huletsky.
And there's a good look at that Minto US Open Pickleball Tournament shirt. They always make the best designs here, and I see them throughout the year in different places that I go.
The gear has become much coveted, as have the parking passes. That one is going to be well out of bounds.
We talked about the parking pass. A dedicated spot was raffled off here at the US Open, and it went for a whopping $850.
That's a pretty good chunk of change.
Well, tickets for tonight's finals price has gone up there a little bit as well.
Into the net and the side out. Yeah, is there a secondary market? Can you get them on StubHub? That's probably coming too.
Just a matter of time.
Misfire there by Sylvestre. Sylvestre is the youngest of this quartet, 38 years old. Huletsky and Krizmanich are each 58, and Michael Lipp, the senior statesman out there, at 69 years old. So that is really impressive. And he gets a very favorable bounce right on cue.
And a paddle tap with his partner. It's great to see the excitement on these guys' faces as they're enjoying a lifetime moment here, once in a lifetime.
3-1-1.
On championship court. Zing Zang championship court at the US Open.
3-1-1. Nice job tracking that one down on that second bounce. How good was that? Little applaud out of the crowd.
Three, 1-2.
3-1-2. Lipp.
Oh, that's too good.
Yeah, really good.
Sylvestre's just watching that one go by. Even with the two bounces, no way to catch up to that one.
Yes, 4. 4-1-2. Side out.
Playing the angle beautifully there to force the side out was Huletsky.
And we are looking at the 1 and 2 seeds here. We did have 7 teams playing in this division.
That's the third time in this game that we've seen Huletsky come up with that left hand and just poke it down and finish.
Two, 4-1.
Sylvestre leaves it short, and you pose an interesting question without asking a question, Chad. Is it Sylvestre or Sylvestre? He is Canadian, so a lot of times they switch up the R and the E. So
I pronounce every last name wrong, but I get away with it because I have an accent. So.
I'm going with Sylvestre just because Canada. I don't know.
Very well could be.
The Canadian spellings can often confound.
Well, the Canadian spelling is closer to the Australian spelling, but yeah, I'm.
Well, and if
I get confused.
And if I am mispronouncing Jeff's name, then he can just go ahead and take it out on me on the court again later, like he did last night. At least we weren't golden pickled. We were pickled, but we weren't golden pickled.
And we've certainly seen a golden pickle.
So 5-4 here as they run off 4 straight points.
Oh, excellent drop there. Lipp not able to maneuver his chair quick enough to catch up with that one.
And what, they were down 1-4, now up 6-4.
Yeah, they've netted points on 5 straight serves. Make it 6 straight serves. And you wonder if Lipp and Krizmanich might be close to taking a timeout here.
Timeout. Right
there it is. So we'll step aside for a moment as well. This is a Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com. Welcome back to Naples, Florida, everybody, on this 7th and final day of the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. And this tournament, what the beauty of it is you not only get the best players in the world coming here, but you also get players across all divisions and all age ranges coming here and playing. And this is the hybrid wheelchair division gold medal match. Ooh. Another point, and they are now on a complete roll. They have reeled off 7 in a row on this service opportunity.
8-4-2.
The lob into the corner, beautifully placed shot.
And we saw the lob effectively used in the Senior Mixed Pro Gold match yesterday by Eva Welscher, just beautifully. And we see it again here today in the wheelchair division.
Tough one to catch up to there.
Side out.
Good combination. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say Sylvestre tried to get a hand on that one and cannot, so side out here at 4-9, and Lipp and Krizmanich need to make something happen.
4-9-1.
Oh, good shot there from Lipp.
What a great volley, Chad.
Yeah, Huletsky coming over, trying to put a little pressure on, but Lipp able to go back behind him.
Smiles on the faces here. Huletsky, nothing he could do but admire the shot by the opposition. Well, this thing is tightened up. Now it's 6-9. Michael Lipp out of Dartmouth, Massachusetts, retired teacher.
Oh.
Got a little bit too much on that. Didn't get the paddle quite the right positioning.
Now, laid back a little too much, but that's also a situation where I don't think you need to fully destroy that ball. It's a good firm ball through the court. It's good enough.
Oh, misdirect there by Huletsky to move it to the second server.
And nice control there from Huletsky.
7-9-2.
7-9-2 here in game 1 of this best of 3 for gold. Huletsky got to it, but not with enough time left to really do anything with it. And now suddenly just a single point separating these two teams. Your Skechers pickleball replay.
892.
Oh. And this is Jeff Sylvestre's second US Open. The last time he was here was in 2019.
We've got a timeout. We'll step aside for a very brief Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at MargaritavilleResorts.com. Florida, everybody. Dave Benz, Melissa McCurley, and Chad Edwards. And this one, the 1 seed and the 2 seed of this division playing for gold, so no surprise that this is a very tight match.
And Michael Lipp there. This is his second U.S. Open as well. He got a bronze in the pair pickleball doubles back in last year in 2022 and a silver in singles.
Side out, though, so Michael Lipp and his teammate give up the serve. Huletsky and Sylvestre now seeing if they can get back in front. And it'll go to the second server. Patrick Huletsky, a retired veterinarian, lists his other hobbies as playing soccer. Sylvestre swipes at that one for a winner, and that's going to take us to game point. There it is. Game one, tightly contested, but in the end, it's Sylvestre and Huletsky that take it 11-9. So they will have a chance to win one more and take home a gold from the US Open. We'll have our coverage of game number 2 coming up after this quick timeout.
What if I showed you a new way to view wellness through the lens of nature in its purest form? At Swish Naturals, we believe that everyone deserves wellness. We have one line of products that can help your body in countless different ways. Name your pain. It can all vanish in minutes if you know what your body needs to protect it. Our products are unlike anything you've seen before. The intersection where nature strengthens performance. It's your body, and you only get one, so ask yourself, am I going to protect it?
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son, on the field and off.
Back back here in Naples, ready for game number 2 after Sylvestre and Huletsky hold on to take game 1, 11-9.
And there was a look at Jeff. The last time that he was here at the US Open, he won 2 gold medals, and he might have been a Triple Crown winner, you guys. But the 3rd division that he was in, happens to us sometimes here at the US Open, was rained out.
Well.
Fortunately, that has not happened this year. Of course, we did deal with some rain. I wouldn't expect otherwise, but it was manageable.
Well, typically, we go 6 months without rain until the US Open comes. Ooh, nice
what
angle.
an overhead.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, I didn't get to town until Tuesday, and I haven't seen any precipitation. So maybe it's,
It was Sunday and Monday. So, but again, it was very minimal. We only had a couple of hours delay each day, so we were able to bring the entire U.S. Open experience to everyone playing on those 2 days.
1-0-2. Side out.
Into the net for the side out. Being in Northern California, I can tell you I have seen more than enough rain this these last couple months. Atmospheric river. That is, it is no joke.
Oh, what a passing shot.
That was fantastic out of Jeff Sylvestre.
Perfect pickup there and an excellent angle. Take a look at this one.
Just out of his reach of Michael Lipp.
Lipp unable to get that one over, and an early 2-1 advantage here for Huletsky and Sylvestre.
2-1-1. Second server.
Huletsky appreciating the effort by the opposition, saying nice shot.
Yeah, it was a good move by Krizmanich right there. Wasn't gonna let that one get past him.
Another point to get it to 3-1.
Side out.
Side out.
It's always frustrating, Chad, to miss a serve, because giving away a free point and just a game to 11 is big percentage-wise, actually.
Miss serves, missed returns.
None of which we ever do.
I will admit, I went through a period of the serving yips, but you had to go through it to figure out how to help people to get out of it.
And the solution to that is quit thinking about it?
Exactly.
Then maybe you can help me, because I've had them for like 6 years,
6 years now.
and I'm still backhand serving because I can't get out of the hips.
Well,
3-3-1.
when you go to hit a forehand ground stroke, do you think about it?
No.
No. Your serve is exactly like a forehand ground stroke at the knees.
Oh, great.
Just missed it.
Just wide.
Great opportunity, yep, but unable to execute it.
Four, 3-1. Point.
Huletsky trying to take that one out of the air. Might have been better off just to let that one bounce, buy himself some time to set up better.
5-3-1.
So 5-3. The momentum right now here for Lipp and Krizmanich. And make it 6-3.
Timeout receivers.
And a timeout being taken here by Huletsky and Sylvestre. Midway through game 2 here in Naples, let's get a Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. by Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you. Back here in Naples, Florida, Benz, Melissa McCurley, and Chad Edwards. Happy to have you here on this sun-splashed Saturday afternoon. Hybrid wheelchair division gold medal match here on Zing Zang Championship Court. This is the Dick's Championship Celebration Saturday.
Yeah, and what a special day here at the US Open. We talked about it, Dave, a little bit, how it's sad that the last day comes, but it's also so exciting about all the memories that will be created here on this Zing Zang Championship Court this evening. Oh.
That was interesting. Can't really, not much you can do about that.
Well, he tried to duck.
Look at this thing get down. That's great. That's great camera work and great job by our guys in the truck with that replay. And that's deep.
Wow, and what a turnaround we've had here.
We've had 7 points on 7 serves here by Rob Krizmanich. And right as I say that, he puts it into the net. So move to the second server at 8-3.
8-3-2.
Oh. And he was guessing he was going to go back down toward the middle. Guessed wrong. Good court vision to see that opening on the other side.
Need to put something together. They did that in game 1. They, at one point, put together 8 straight points on a serve opportunity. But already to the second serve. Huletsky, the misfire, and the serve back over to Lipp and Krizmanich.
Oh.
Well, and you know, that's just part of the game. It's sometimes you're not going to be able to get out of each other's way.
Krizmanich went to go back for that lob, but Lipp got stuck up there as well. Well, put a little bit of a roadblock in the way.
Oh, nice shot.
So just 2 points away from forcing a third game here.
9-3-2.
Yep.
Good call coverage there by Huletsky.
3-9-1.
Both Sylvestre and Huletsky say there is no question this is their favorite tournament to play in. Well, nice thought, but unable to execute for Huletsky.
And Rob Krizmanich playing there with Michael Lipp. He also played here at the US Open last year. He's had lots of success with silver in singles. Also a bronze in mixed doubles. And And then, of course, rained out for this event.
Lipp misfires there. Couldn't really get the paddle in position in time, and
4-9-2.
that ends a run of 8 straight points for Huletsky and Sylvestre. And then Huletsky puts that one away, so they're getting a little bit of momentum back to within 4 here. A great decision to take that for Huletsky.
And Huletsky getting ready to serve. This is his second US Open. This would be his first medal.
It's been a game of runs. 4 straight points now for Sylvestre and Huletsky, and that's going to be enough to force Lipp and Krizmanich to use a timeout. We'll step aside for this Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand. By Takea, hydration is an all-day game. And by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024. Well, if you are in the area and are still planning on coming out for the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships powered by Margaritaville, and you don't have a ticket to Zing Zang Championship Court, and I'm hearing that a lot of people are in that boat, there is the fan zone, which will have all the featured finals. The fan zone is located in the back of the Welcome Center. Food and beverages are available. I stopped by there yesterday. It's a great place to be to watch this event if you cannot get onto Championship Court. Another point here, and suddenly it's just a 1-point game.
8-9-2.
Wow. And he's setting himself up perfectly on that particular shot, and wow, it's like we blinked our eyes and now it's 9-9. Yeah. I thought we were going to be getting ready for a game 3, but that's, Chad, the game of runs, right?
Exactly. That's what pickleball is all about. We start getting that rhythm, that momentum.
Huletsky has had 6 serves, and he's not at 6 points.
9-9-2.
Oh, sometimes you can have too much time.
I feel like I did that to him in the first game, too.
Yeah, they went on a big run.
And then as soon as I mentioned it, he put one in the net. So 9-9-1, brand new game. Must-win game for Lipp and Krizmanich.
Wow. What an overhead by Sylvestre.
Game point. Chance to get it to a 3rd game. And there it is. We will have a 3rd game. 11-9 in game 1, 11-9 in game 2, and 1 game apiece. So a 3rd game for gold here in Naples, and we'll have it for you coming up after this quick timeout.
Celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous Relaxed Fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going. Oh.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Welcome back to Naples, Florida, as we continue on with our coverage here from the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. So a third game to decide gold here in this hybrid wheelchair division. And into the net. So an early lead here for Lipp and Krizmanich.
1-0-2.
Oh, just missed it wide. Good return there by Sylvestre. Just made it over the net. Stayed nice and low, caused that pop up, but Huletsky trying to do a little too much on that one.
Another point and a quick 3-0 lead. Michael Lipp off to a good start with his service opportunity. Says he enjoys swimming and gardening when he's not playing pickleball. Favorite all-time athlete, Bill Russell. So, assuming he's a Celtics fan out of Massachusetts. That's wide. So the side out will get it over to Lipp and Krizmanich.
0-3-1. Point.
That was long, so the point.
1-3-1.
Oh, we almost got it.
He came from pretty far away, and he did get the paddle on it, but unable to land it in.
Two, 3-1. Second server. You're all good. 2-3-2. No.
Yeah, just caught the line.
Nicely played shot there by Sylvestre.
Getting a little fist pump from Sylvestre. This is just an excellent shot. It's fun to see the crowd enjoying this match. People don't get a lot of opportunity, Chad, to see wheelchair play.
I'm telling you, it is so difficult to maneuver in those chairs.
Ooh! Oh, man! Oh, the crowd appreciating the effort there out of Huletsky. And suddenly, Sylvestre and Huletsky with a lead. Nice backhand right at the kitchen line there by Huletsky. Sylvestre couldn't catch up to that one. It's got to be a vulnerable spot for these wheelchair athletes to be able to scoop it up from right in front there. Foot fault being called here against Krizmanich.
And he took it well. I think that's happened to him twice.
I also like to refer to that as the kitchen sink.
3-5-2.
Huletsky covering a lot of ground and finally winning the exchange. Even Melissa McCurley applauding that one.
That was fantastic. I'm enjoying this match so much.
Your Skechers pickleball replay.
5-3-1. Second server.
Move to the second serve.
5-3-2.
Lipp on the misfire. And there's going to be an end change as it is now 6-3. We'll step aside for a quick moment as well. Our coverage from Naples continues in just a moment. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024. Welcome back to Naples, Florida. The end change complete, and Huletsky and Sylvestre still in control of the serve, trying to put a stranglehold on this match and on the gold medal. Nice backhand there by Krizmanich. Skechers pickleball replay, and loving Skechers being on board as a sponsor and developing special footwear just for pickleball players.
Tough ball there for Sylvestre to try to turn around and get back on. Opted to reach over his shoulder, but just a little late.
Just out of the reach of Lipp there. So we'll go to 4-6. That does just land in. Not much margin for error, but Sylvestre hit that perfectly.
6-4-1.
Well, off the net. Great job catching up to it by Krizmanich. And then covers some more ground, but a wide open court for Huletsky.
So Krizmanich looking up like, yeah, I got that on 2 bounces. He can get 2 bounces. Why can't I?
Yeah, it's a good thought, but it doesn't work that way. second bounce actually got by me in live action, Chad.
7-4-1.
Yeah, it's too good there from Sylvestre. Just a flick of the wrist going behind Lipp down the line.
Make it 9-4, and they're 2 points away from gold. And a timeout will be taken here by Lipp and Krizmanich as they're hanging on by a thread here in Naples. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com. Welcome back to Naples. Closing in on handing out some hardware here in this third game in this wheelchair hybrid division gold medal match. Jeff Sylvestre out of Quebec, Canada. Jeff listed his favorite all-time athlete as McDavid in hockey, but he didn't put whether it's Connor McDavid or I believe there's also a David McDavid, so. Ooh. And he put that where they couldn't return it. He puts them 1 point away. This is championship point. And there it is. The championship goes to the men from Canada. Huletsky and Sylvestre, they win at 11-9, 9-11, 11-4 to take home gold here on Zing Zang Championship Court. And the crowd applauding the effort here of this wheelchair division. Very impressive to see these guys getting it done at such a high level. We'll step aside. Our coverage from Naples, Florida continues in just a moment.
Get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the crease. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
Singles and doubles champion Annalie Waters.
Everyone sees the highlight reel. The gold medals, the triple crowns.
What a way to end it!
But greatness isn't just what you do in front of a crowd. It's here. The hours, the years, the sweat. It's how you press on when others give up. When nobody's pushing you but you. It's not what you do for the crowd. It's what you do for yourself.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Check out these new Gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go.
Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
Welcome back to Naples, Florida, everybody. And let's get to our Rancho Laporto shots of the match. And get to it in a moment. That is a still shot from a match earlier in the tournament. So we're told we're not going to do the shots of the day, but I'm just going to tell Rancho Laporto that we appreciate their contributions to sponsoring this broadcast and this tournament. Here's a look at the final numbers from that gold medal match. Ponder these, and we'll be back with our coverage from Naples with some mixed pro doubles action. The semifinals coming up in just a few minutes.
time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going. Oh.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Welcome back to beautiful Naples, Florida, everybody. Our coverage of the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships powered by Margaritaville continues. Our Dick's Sporting Goods Championship celebration Saturday. The best day in all of pickleball. And Kyle Yates, who has had some pretty good days in his pickleball career, looking to make it another fantastic trip all the way across town to East Naples Community Park. He's in a semifinal match here along with his teammate Simone Jardim. And Kyle and Simone, they have had plenty of success here, but they haven't teamed up at the US Open since 2019. So they're trying to recapture some of that glory from the past, and a lot of people expect that that is what will happen. And they're taking on Megan Fudge and her husband, Riley DeHart. So what do you see happening here? I know you're a little bit biased, Mr. Edwards, as well you should be, but how do you handicap this match for Simone and Kyle against Ryler and Megan?
No, this is going to be a good matchup, and what Jardim and Yates have to be careful of is the power from Riley DeHart. He'll step in and drive a lot of balls, really put the pressure on, and then at the same time with Megan Fudge, she's probably one of the best counter-attackers and counter-punchers in pickleball right now, so she's very difficult to try to hit through. Jardim and Yates need to set up the points and really move DeHart and Fudge around the court, try to open up some holes.
Okay, check those.
We've got referee Bob Swisshelm.
And if you have an extra X written on your ball, then please let us know.
Well, thank you, Bob, for being here and volunteering your time for this fantastic tournament. Simone, which event is her favorite, Chad?
It used to be singles, because initially with the transition over from tennis, that was the closest to tennis. But it's kind of a toss-up between women's doubles and mixed doubles. She has a lot of fun out there. Really works well with her partners, and I think she just started playing singles again this year after taking a little bit of time off with some injuries. So she's kind of enjoying all three right now.
15 seconds.
Well, it'll be DeHart and Fudge. There's a good look at the husband and wife tandem. They will be in the near court on our baseline camera, and Jardim and Yates in the far court, and we are officially underway in this best 2 out of 3 for a berth in the championship match. And into the net by Fudge, and an early lead here for Simone and Kyle.
Yeah, just a little hesitation by Fudge there to speed that one up.
Beneficial outcome off the net there for Megan Fudge.
0-1-1. Second server.
Into the net for the second serve. And Fudge will take over. Megan Fudge, originally from Germany. She lists her current residence as this is brilliant. She says she lives in an RV across the country.
Yeah, just recently switched to that. Herself and Ryla now travel cross country to tournaments and their kids. Well, with their kids.
Great job getting out of the way of that ball. That took some Matrix type moves right there by Megan.
1-1-2.
Yeah, she almost jumped up into that one as it hit off the net.
Megan with the lob.
Oh, good spot there from Yates. Good court coverage as well. Is it going to be extended points from both teams here?
1-1-1. Second server.
Move to the second serve.
One, 1-2.
Well, DeHart tried to catch up to it, but wasn't quick enough.
And difficult with that ball popping up off the net to change height and change speed. Excellent drive there from Jardim. Fudge a little delayed trying to get up to the kitchen line there on the stack.
The tweener by Yates, and then the put away by DeHart.
Yeah, those two balls there, probably as deep as you can get from Ryla DeHart. I think both of those caught the baseline.
DeHart and Fudge met while they were playing tennis at the University of Illinois. Yates taking advantage of that ball being up too high.
Yeah, Fudge looking to go for the Ernie there. Jardim actually hit it into her body and jammed her up. And that left her out of position.
Side out.
And that serve is wide.
3-1-1. Point.
Good drive by Yates into the body of Fudge.
4-1-1.
She's coming up from that return.
Speed up by Yates. And then eventually DeHart hits it into the net. And the lead has grown to 5-1. DeHart making Yates work on that baseline, and eventually that wins the rally.
Yeah, good defense there from Yates, but DeHart too powerful in the end.
Side out.
Side out, so Megan and Ryler get it back here.
One, 5-1.
Megan Fudge, this one she's not playing pickleball. She enjoys running, hiking, and skiing. Oh, DeHart trying to make something happen, left that into the court open, and that was too easy for Kyle Yates.
Yeah, tough position there for DeHart, trying to reach in, really get extended here, got off balance, so he had to jump the kitchen so he didn't fall in, just left that half open.
Simone got cut a little bit off balance there. That shot looked like maybe it was going to go out of bounds, and then she was able to hit it with the two-handed shot, but wasn't able to get back in position. Fudge takes advantage.
I will recall the score. Yes, you are. 10-5-2.
DeHart, beautiful shot right down the boulevard.
Yeah, good drive, good aggression there from DeHart. Set up that shorter ball for the aggressive third shot drive.
Fudge putting it right at Yates' feet, and 3 straight points now for Fudge and DeHart to get it back to just a 1-point margin.
Yeah, and that's the danger zone for Yates and Jardim, feeding into the DeHart drive. That ball just caught the net and jumped deep.
So back over to Simone and Kyle. Winner of this one will take on the winner of Bar Nunnery and Todd Johnson. That's the other semifinal match. And that match will also be played here on Zing Zang Championship Court.
Second server.
Move to the second serve after that shot did not land in.
5-4-2. Side out.
That was pretty authoritative there by DeHart.
Yeah, good power, good angle. No way to catch up to that one.
4-5-1. Second server.
Yeah, deeper return there from Yates. DeHart wasn't able to drive that one. Ended up weight falling back. Couldn't drop that one, get that over the net. That one he can drive though. Shorter return, he's going to step in and really put the pressure on.
Well, they battled all the way back. They were trailing 5-1.
5-5-2.
Chance to go in front for the first time in this match.
A good spot there from Jardim. DeHart trying to move up and put the pressure on. She's able to get it down to his feet.
5-5-1.
Fudge hits that one out of bounds.
6-5-1.
Good counter attack there from Yates.
Receivers. 7-5-1.
And at a 7-5 count, DeHart and Fudge decide let's take a timeout. We'll take a hydration break courtesy of Takea. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand. by Takea. Hydration is an all-day game. And by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024. Beautiful afternoon here in Naples, Florida. 1:44 p.m. local time. Hope you're enjoying this coverage of the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. I want to thank some of the fantastic sponsors. Of course, our title sponsor, the Minto Communities. They've been on board from the get-go. So fantastic that they have just continued to support this tournament. And of course, Margaritaville and the License to Chill Lounge, brought to you by Margaritaville, as the biggest party in Naples during the week of the US Open. Moves to 8-5.
8-5-1.
Yates has rolled off 3 straight here since the side out. Able to catch up to that one. And then changes it up. A little flick of the wrist for the winner.
Yeah, tough spot there for DeHart and Fudge. They're doing the reverse stack here, and you see Fudge move to the line to try to cover.
9-5-1.
Then you got 2 backhands in the middle, not able to catch up to it. And that ball's going to sail off of the return.
And that'll take us to game point.
10-5-1. Second server.
DeHart put that in a difficult spot for Jardim to do anything with it. So game point number 2.
10-5-2.
They are able to break 2 game points and get the serve back at 5-10. See if they can pull back in this one.
5-10-1. Second server.
Spot there from Jardim. Fudge not able to keep it down on the transition.
Nice arm by the woman in the stands, throwing the ball back onto the court.
And Chad, do you know, does Simone and Kyle have history against Megan and Ryler?
That I don't know without your computer.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, I haven't found anything yet you don't know, so that's the first time all weekend.
Well, I do know that Simone and Kyle have not partnered together since 2019. Fudge and DeHart were not playing at that point in time.
Yes, you are.
Well, then you do know. You do know. And I'll take a look and make it official.
Side out
gets it back. Simone and Kyle with another chance to close out this game at 10-7. This is game point number 3.
And I guess I just took a look. I guess Megan, Fudge, and Simone have played just those 2 against each other.
Yeah, majority of those the last 5 weeks in women's doubles.
So that data you're pulling up, that covers all tournaments, correct, Melissa?
From January of 2020 to April of 2023.
But across all tours,
across everything that they're playing at the pro level, that is correct. And as always, Chad is right on point. They have not faced each other in mixed doubles.
This is game point number 4, by the way. So DeHart and Fudge making it difficult for Yates and Jardim to close the door. The speed up by Kyle eventually results in another side out.
Yeah, good patience there from Fudge and DeHart.
And you never want to be in a position where you're having to stave off game-ending points, but when you do string a few together, you do build a little bit of confidence. And they have staved off 4 chances by Kyle and Simone to end this game.
Yeah, and even if they don't come back and win this one, it carries into game 2. But they're certainly not out of game 1 right now.
8-10-1.
And on the flip side, when you blow 4 game points, I feel like, what do we got to do to end this thing?
Kyle Yates has played against Megan Fudge in mixed. He went 2-0. And he has played twice against DeHart, going 1-1.
Megan gets out of the way, but it stays in. And a side out and another chance to close out the game.
Another look at the misdirect here from Jardim, just going over that left shoulder. Fudge sitting on the forehand side.
Game point number 5.
Second server.
That ball landed right on the line.
Game point number 6. Sometimes that confounds you, right? You think it's going to be out, so mentally you kind of already checked out. And then it's like, oh, it's in. I got to hit it. And there it is. DeHart's momentum and carried him off the court. Kyle saw it and exploits it. And it certainly wasn't easy, but in the end, game 1 goes to Simone and Kyle 11-8. So they're 1 game away from the berth in the finals, and we'll have game 2 coming up for you as you enjoy the Skechers pickleball replay of the final point.
Yeah, we'll see DeHart try to run around that backhand and speed up through the middle, but Yates doesn't bite to the line, so just leaves that right side of the court open.
And we'll step aside. Our coverage from Naples continues after this timeout.
From the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the crease. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
Singles and doubles champion Annalie Waters.
Everyone sees the highlight reel. The gold medals, the triple crowns.
What a way to end it!
But greatness isn't just what you do in front of a crowd. It's here. The hours, the years, the sweat. It's how you press on when others give up. When nobody's pushing you but you. It's not what you do for the crowd. It's what you do for yourself.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Check out these new gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go.
Let's go. Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
Welcome back to Naples, Florida. I love the wireless camera that takes us right out of the court. It's so awesome.
And there's Bob Swisshelm, who's the referee for this match. Again, Bob is one of the very best in the business, going all around the country. He leads the Next Gen program. He also referees at Major League Pickleball.
A couple of dignitaries that are friends of mine have shown up. The great Tony Bruno, national radio host, and his fiancée, Miss Robin, who's his show producer. They live in the vicinity, and they've made their way out. So we were just distracted waving hello to them. Happy to have them here.
Yeah, excellent move by Yates there, keeping the pressure on. The Hart tried to lob over, but strong overhead.
Second server.
Jardim getting a little jammed up there in the transition area. Good ball by Fudge.
She still thinks she should have had it, though. You can hear her frustration. Well played on the lob by Fudge, but then to Hart, unable to keep it going.
Yeah, excellent offensive lob there from Jardim. Pulls both Fudge and the Hart back away from the kitchen line.
1-2.
Fudge into the net, and a quick 2-0 lead here for the #1 seed.
2-0-2.
By the way, I did allude to earlier. Wow, that shot of Simone from the baseline.
So Simone actually set that up with the previous ball. Fudge is moving to the left to try to clear her forehand. You saw her get jammed up. So this time Fudge comes down the line. The Hart moves to the middle, and Jardim just takes it back behind him.
That's just too good.
Just long. And the winner of this match going on to play in the gold medal match this evening at 7 p.m.
Yeah, and I started to mention, I alluded to earlier that the other semifinal would come here on Zing Zang Championship Court, but there has been a change due to timing issues, and that match will not be played here on Championship Court because we need to step down sometime around 3 p.m. to make the transition to get ready for the network coverage on CBS. So there are some things that need to happen technically for that to take place. So that match had to be moved to make sure that we had enough time. We will have a race to 15 match on this court, though, after this match is complete.
Yeah, for the fans out there that are wondering what that match is going to be, it's going to feature Hall of Famer Wes Gabrielson and Bobby Oshiro. So looking forward to that match.
And that's in the consolation bracket, correct?
That is in the consolation bracket, that is correct. And I'll take a look at who the opponents are that we're going to see. Well, we're waiting for an opponent at this time.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Still a ways to go in this one. Oh.
Yikes.
Oh, wow. That shot by Simone to keep it alive was impressive, but it put it in a spot where the Hart was able to just hammer it.
And Wes and Bobby will actually play the loser of this match.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. They're gonna play the loser of one of the semifinals. Good spot from Jardim, reaching in, going cross court to the feet of the Hart.
0-3-2.
Ooh, that's a little bit too big of a swing there from Jardim. I think she actually caught that ball behind her body completely.
1-3-2.
by Simone.
And setting herself up with the misdirect into the body of Fudge.
3-1-1.
Almost picked it up.
Second server.
DeHart and Fudge going with the reverse stack.
3-1-2.
5 straight serves without a point here for Yates and Jardim. And the ATP will end that drought.
Well, I can't tell with that angle whether it was fully going to come in or DeHart got a paddle on it just thinking it was going to come back.
4-1-2.
Yeah, maybe it was.
But unable to build off that and the side out. Back over to Ryler and Megan.
1-4-1.
Megan Fudge says in addition to this tournament, she loves the APP stop in Houston. She says has an amazing crowd and atmosphere.
Good spot there again from Jardim, going crossbody on DeHart. She's not going to feed a ball into that forehand, going to go into the backhand side, but he can't get out of the way.
Well, Fudge and DeHart still have the serve, but they feel like they can't give it back without getting any more points, so they're going to talk it over. We'll take a Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com. Welcome back to the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. Dave Benz, Melissa McCurley, Chad Edwards along with you here in Naples, Florida. Naples and the Paradise Coast, just a fantastic place to come watch pickleball. You also got the beaches, the restaurants, the shopping. Make sure you plan a pickleball vacation to Naples any time of the year. Always some sunshine and some pickleball awaiting. Good decision to let that one go. And the side out. So the timeout didn't do anything to help change the lack of scoring for Fudge and DeHart.
A nice deep return there from DeHart. Tough ball for Jardim to try to drive.
Guys, I'm just sitting here thinking as I glanced up at the scoreboard. I remember the very first US Open Pickleball Championships, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Melissa and Chad, but I think they literally had just a flip score thing on the court.
That was Jim Hackenberg.
Yeah.
Jim Hackenberg with his pickleball score.
1-5-1.
Little touch shot there. DeHart tried to turn it into an ATP, but could not. Good decision by Simone.
One, 5-2.
Oh, Simone got to it, but didn't have enough room to work with to do anything.
Yes, you are.
Skechers pickleball replay.
A good touch there from DeHart.
Side out.
Side out, gets it back over to Simone and Kyle.
5, 2, 1.
A good spot from DeHart. Starting to take his time and pick out his spot, look to see where Yates was, and then went to the left foot of Jardim.
Yates puts it away.
I don't know how Fudge got a face out of the way on that second ball.
Good point. Self-preservation instincts?
Yeah, I mean, she just got to paddle up in time. Oh, almost picked it up.
Well, you told me, Chad, you were a pitcher when you played baseball. I mean, I'm guessing there were a few times you caught one coming at your face that you were like, how did I catch that?
So, unless you've experienced it, it's a hard thing to explain. But in that situation, you see it so well that time actually slows down. So the ball itself slows down, and for some reason you can get your glove up.
Interesting. Yates, that was interesting. The ball said, yeah, I'll go over the net.
But I will say this, that I have broken my nose, my jaw, and my cheekbone getting hit with a 95-mile-an-hour ball back into the face as well.
So it's not 100% effective.
It's not 100%. I saw it. It slowed down. It just tipped the tip of my glove. Ooh, good move from Fudge. She cleared herself a little bit more on that Jardim misdirect.
One final thought on that. It's obviously much different, but I've been a pitcher in slow pitch softball, in which the mound is actually closer to the plate than in baseball.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a little bit scary.
So,
it comes right up back at you.
Yeah, the one that hit me was in junior baseball, so we were actually pitching from 50 feet instead of 60. But I have been hit by a 120-mile-an-hour ball in the leg as well. I still have a dent in my leg from that one. Got a 120 off the radar gun off the bat.
That does not sound fun. So Denton Ryler to Hart's paddle after that last shot by Kyle Yates, and the serve back over to Simone and Kyle, leading at 6-3. They have not strung together consecutive points on a single service opportunity since their first service chance of the game.
Yeah. Just sat there nicely for DeHart on that ATP. Let that ball develop and just get outside the post. A little too much angle, too much spin from Jardim on that one. Yeah, good pressure from DeHart again.
Well, DeHart and Fudge doing a great job of limiting the scoring by Jardim and Yates, but they've been unable to get any significant scoring going themselves.
That's good, big. Three, 6-1.
See if they can put together a little run here. That's a good way to start off this opportunity. Get it to 4-6. Put away there by Simone.
Yeah, Fudge still trying to slide to the left to clear that forehand. Jardim follows her all the way to the line. DeHart steps over to take middle, but she goes behind.
Ryler DeHart.
Yes, it is. 4-6-2.
He's a tennis coach for the last 10 to 12 years before deciding to play pickleball full time just earlier this year. Nice defense on the ATP by Yates. And the rally continues. That was quite the exchange. In the end, the Hart finally cracks through.
And we'll see that ATP defense there from Yates. And then the pressure from de Hart. Just too much there. Yates not able to get that ball back down.
The degree of difficulty, though, on that ATP defense was unbelievable. I mean, that was just like an inch and a half off the ground at one point.
Side out.
Side out.
Side out.
We'll get it back over to Jardim and Yates. They did have a 6-2 lead. Now just a 1-point margin. And then it's Megan Fudge with the ATP.
Yeah, a little help from the net there. Allowing that ball to spin back around the post. A good ball from Yates, getting that down below the net. De Hart trying to apply a little too much pressure. Tough ball to try to pick up there.
7-5-2.
I mean, just to get that over the net like that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and you got to love the effort there by Kyle Yates.
Yeah, tough ball there to with the no look.
Don't repeat what he said at home, although I think all of us have probably mouthed that to ourselves on a pickleball court.
Yeah, you can lip read that one pretty easily.
Second server. Five, 7-2. Point.
Simone wide, so back again to a 1-point margin at 6-7.
Simone just said fudge after missing that one wide, but then looked up at Megan and said sorry.
Kyle with a little fake.
Oh, Megan had it, but ended up moving up on top of it too far, jamming herself up.
7-6 now.
7-6-1.
Oh, how good is that for Kyle Yates?
Yeah, excellent setup there. Recognizing that de Hart was going to try to keep him back out wide, and de Hart stayed in the middle as Yates was dropping cross court. Hates that one down the line.
That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, you know, Kyle decided he wanted to go over and take that one. Simone could have had it and then left himself vulnerable, and the open court gets exploited.
Yeah, and that's an okay ball there for Yates to speed up, but just leaves it too high. He needs to get that into the body a little bit more. Too big of a swing there from Jardim again.
And you know, I know when I first saw Simone play, it's 7 years ago, I guess now, and maybe actually been 8 years ago as a regional. We mentioned Jim Hackenberg. It was his regional tournament, and I remember when
Kalamazoo, she wasn't allowed to play 5-0. She played 4-5.
Yeah, and I remember when I saw her play. come back to that in a minute.
Oh, perfect ball from Yates again. So that's the issue with DeHart coming over and trying to take up so much real estate. It leaves a lot of court open behind him.
So I just remember when I saw her play, I went back to where I was living at the time, Surprise, Arizona, and I said, you guys, I've never seen anything like what I just saw in Kalamazoo. I said, this lady's going to change the game. And she went on to play nationals later that year, getting second place, and she has changed the game ever since.
Yeah, she came back from nationals with 2 golds and a silver in her first nationals, her second tournament. And she's like, I think I can make a living from pickleball.
Yeah, no question. I mean, she blazed the trail. You think about, you know, everybody knows who Annalie Waters is, and it's, you know, but there is no Annalie Waters without Simone Jardim.
Absolutely.
Yes, you are.
Back to 1-point game here.
A good spot from Yates. Again into the body of Fudge, creates that pop-up.
So they get the serve back here at 8-7.
Eight, 7-1.
A lot of court open, but Yates and Jardim able to keep it going, and that's Simone.
I mean, caught coverage by Jardim and DeHart in that one. And Yates in the middle of the point. Both teams stretched all the way.
Well, timeout going to be taken here by Megan and Ryler. We'll step aside for a very brief Takea hydration break. The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you. Back in Naples on Dick's Championship Celebration Saturday. Make sure you are tuned to your TV on CBS Sports Network coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's where our coverage will flip to for the men's and women's doubles gold medal matches here on Zing Zang Championship Court. Meantime, this semifinal continues here in the mixed pro doubles. Jardim and Yates with this 9-7 lead. DeHart and Fudge, no more timeouts remaining. Quick hands by Yates to keep it going. Nice defense by Kyle.
Just a little wide there from Fudge, but excellent control and patience from Yates, and then going into the body again.
And that takes us to match point.
7-1.
And there it is, the flick of the wrist and the match and a berth in the finals for Yates and Jardim.
The match goes to Jardim and Yates.
No doubt much of this sold-out crowd came here today to see these two future Hall of Famers getting it done, and they are going to get what they desire. They will see them playing for gold, Chad, on this championship court.
Yeah, 2 golds for Jardim and 2 golds for Yates on the line tonight.
Look at your Skechers pickleball replay on match points. And we will step aside and catch our breath. Our coverage continues from Naples after this brief timeout.
What if I showed you a new way to view wellness through the lens of nature in its purest form? At Splish Naturals, we believe that everyone deserves wellness. We have one line of products that can help your body in countless different ways. Name your pain. It can all vanish in minutes if you know what your body needs to protect it. Our products are unlike anything you've seen before. The intersection where nature strengthens performance. It's your body, and you only get one, so ask yourself, am I going to protect it?
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son, on the field and off.
Welcome back. There's a look at the final numbers. The scoring efficiency was not very high in that match, especially in that second game. I keep score in a way that hopefully will become standardized here in pickleball. But when I draw a circle on my score sheet, it means a point was not scored. There were a lot of serves that didn't result in a point. But in the end, Yates and Jardim get it done in consecutive games. They win at 11-8 in game 1, 11-7 in game 2. And here's some of your Rancho La Puerto points of the match. What impressed you most about this one, Chad?
Yeah, the patience and ability to set up a lot of these points from Jardim and Yates, but also the power that was shown from both Fudge and the Hart. You know, they made some runs late in both games and really put the pressure on Yates and Jardim, but ultimately, you know, it's all about how much ball movement you can get, how many opportunities you can create, and in the end, Yates and Jardim just kept Zahat and Fudge off balance a little bit more.
And here's a look at what it looks like to walk onto Zing Zang Championship Court here at the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. And there's a look at our handheld mobile camera, and Melissa McCurley off doing some duties as the tournament director of operations.
Well,
so
she's got like 5,000 matches to look over, you know. So.
Yeah, she's just a little bit busy, you know, and you are too. Also, you were going over and talking to Simone following that match. So, but so here's what's happening. We are going to be stepping down from the stream coverage to flip over to get ready for our CBS Sports Network coverage. So make sure you have your TV on 5 o'clock Eastern. That is where you will be seeing the men's and women's doubles gold finals, and then we'll be back on a live stream for the mixed doubles gold championship later on tonight here from Naples, Florida. But we are going to be wrapping up the live stream for right now. We'll see you a little bit later on CBS Sports Network, everybody.